FS, and we are continuing our coverage with the stuff at Derby City Comic Con 2015. Excuse me, my voice is a little hoarse. I just got through freestyling. But I have the pleasure of being here with
Steve Scott.
Yes, I was freestyling.
Yes, you were.
Yes. Excuse me. Pretty cool story. I walked past this table. Art looked familiar as one of the artists that I follow. I'm terrible with all the artist names because there's so many phenomenal artists in comics. So I come over and ask him about it, like, hey, did you draw Batman and Robin? He's like, no, I did. What books are you drawing?
Well, I've drawn Batman, I've drawn Batman Confidential. I mean, I've done a lot of DC stuff.
So there was a couple similarities I noticed with cross-hatching, but then I went through his book. He's like, no, check out my stuff, dude, it's cool. And I looked through it and I was like, oh my God, this dude's ridiculous. Like, I love looking at pencil work, concept sketches, and actual page work, and phenomenal. He's got like a grounded style that's old school. Uh-oh, he's got a customer.
Oh, I didn't draw this. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. We're in an interview.
It's okay.
It's okay. This is cool.
That's pretty.
That's a pretty. My mom used to work at a bar when I was a kid.
Oh, he can have it?
I used to love seeing those things. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're a gem.
You're awesome.
Right here.
Look, for the rest of the interview, I got this right here now. Look.
Yeah, he does.
There we go.
Awesome.
So, as I'm flipping through his book of work, and I just love sketch work, concept work, you see these pages. Anatomy, gesture, character pose, everything. This guy has it nailed down. And so, I really like this work, and I was like, I respect him. I'm like, all right, I want to get a critique from this guy. I'm pretty sure he's going to give me a full-on, honest critique. He reviewed some of my work and really appreciate the words he said. It's very helpful to get that type of information from a professional comic artist, especially a very talented one. So,
you rock, man. Your stuff was fantastic. What are you talking about? I mean, yeah, there was nothing to critique about his work except it's phenomenal. It's great stuff.
Awesome.
And marketable. I mean, you got this great animation flair to your work, and man, it's great movement. Just fantastic stuff.
Look, we're praising each other. It's ridiculous. So, what are you currently working on right now?
I just got through with The Shadow for Dynamite Entertainment. It's that issue 100 special. Howard Shakin and a cast of other people. It's like an anthology of the Shadow stories. Victor Gischler was the writer of what I worked on. It should be out in the next week or so if it didn't already come out and I missed it.
My sponsor would love that. He commissioned me to do a Shadow for him.
Yeah, I totally dig the pulp characters, and they always have. And so anyway, I've got that. It's coming out soon. And I'm working on a strip. It's kind of a Celtic mythology that's going to turn into a horror story for a newspaper in Spain.
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing that. And then, let's see, what else have I got going on? Movie poster for a independent film. I'm being kept busy.
Right.
A little bit here, a little bit there. I'm being kept busy.
But you're dabbling outside of comic book work. You're getting more art work just besides the comics.
Yeah, you almost have to at times.
Okay.
You almost have to. But it's the comic book work I like. You know, I love that. The strip in Spain is kind of, for me, a dream come true because I always wanted to do something to appear like a newspaper strip. And when I say strip, it's like an 8.5 by 11 format. It's like the way the Europeans do their hardcover edition volume books. So it's a large format, full pages that's going to end up culminating into an entire story.
Oh, okay.
So it can be reprinted even in a, let's say, an anthology in Europe as well. So it's really cool stuff, man. I'm enjoying it. And they give me the power to pencil, ink, and color this thing. Which, so, you know, I'm full control.
Okay. You don't have to ask anybody. You just go ahead and do it, and you don't have to wait for anything.
Right. I'm in full control of how this whole production works. You know, I get approval from the writer, you know, who's hired me to do this, but that's it. It's awesome stuff.
So just a couple questions about your past. Let's see your resume. What actually got you into the comic book field? What made you say, hey, I want to be a comic artist?
Oh, man. Well, I first wanted to be an astronaut as a kid. Movie Star Wars, I just love the movie Star Wars. A friend of mine told me they got Star Wars comic books, so I said, okay, well, let me go find some of those. So I got hooked on comics and Star Wars comics, and I discovered Micronauts, which is also science fiction. Love Michael Golden's artwork, and that's when I realized comics were drawn by people.
Okay.
And I said, man, this is what I want to do. I want to draw like that. I want to do this kind of stuff. And so that's where my start was. Probably about 9 years old, I knew I wanted to draw comics for it.
What was your first comic book gig?
It was a little independent comic me and some friends put together called Hurricane LaRue.
Okay.
Written by Barry Gregory, who is the one of the co-owners of Kablam Printing.
Oh, awesome.
It was written by him and inked by Thomas Floramonte, penciled by me. And then from there, went on to get Malibu work. And from Malibu, I did independent stuff for Brainstorm Comics, for London Night Studios, and then eventually that transferred into Marvel and DC and Image, Dark Horse.
So, if you can explain it so we can understand it, because it's kind of a different feeling. How did it feel to go from, all right, I'm doing indie work, that's really cool, it's comic book stuff, but then to move up to the big leagues and do something for Image, Marvel, and DC, and like get an actual check for it from them and see that?
Well, at first it's kind of like stressful because now all of a sudden you're playing with the big boys.
Right.
Like when I went from Malibu and then went to some independent publishers, I still felt like I had room to cut my teeth. You know, I was looking at the stuff they were doing and I'm like, I can do this. It's not, But once you get into the same category of publishing that was with DC and Marvel, you're always thinking, man, I'm working for the same company that Arthur Adams is working for,
Right.
or that Neil Adams, or that whoever, Michael Golden. Then it gets into more like, I better step up the game. Okay, so you do step up the game. You lose a lot of sleep and you do your work and you enjoy yourself. Hopefully you work on some good stories and you put out some good stuff.
And final question is, what advice would you have for up-and-coming artists trying to do what you do?
Oh, get out of the business and go into law. I'm just saying, seriously. Go look, become a doctor. Do what your mom and dad wanted you to do. Be a doctor, be a lawyer, I'm telling you.
Right.
Please. I just keep working at it, and right now it's a whole different age. How to get work into the industry now, it's very digital. You've got to have a really good presence of social media. Do stuff like podcasting, get your name out there. Do interviews, get out there on Twitter. It's a brand new world as far as how to get into the comics, but you have to keep active on every aspect of refining your craft and be your own publicist as well.
Thank you very much.
Anytime.
Being on the show. Thanks for listening to the stuff. Keep it going. We're going to have more coverage from Derby City Con 2015. He's got his umbrella. Take notes. We'll catch you later.